Hey Aries, this is going to be your Where's This Relationship Going reading. This is your general love reading for the month of May. Keep in mind, this is general. It's not going to resonate with every single Aries. If it resonates with you, wonderful. If you're just not the Aries that this reading is particularly for, feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. I'll leave a timestamp in the comment section below for when the reading actually begins. Let me lay out your spread and we'll speed through this part. Okay, Aries, so let's jump into it. Let's start with kind of how you're feeling about each other. And Aries, you're coming across as really, really pissed off. You're coming up as the Knight of Swords. This is an energy of someone who is extremely irritated or very frustrated, or just angry in general. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from you. It's interesting because I feel something's happened here. I feel like there's this energy of like, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. This is the last thing. This is the final straw. I can't take it anymore kind of energy coming from this Knight of Swords. Now, how they feel about you is the King of Swords. There's an energy here. There's a coldness here. You know, you could be dealing with an Aquarius or potentially a Gemini. That's really strong Libra energy here too. So an air sign potentially, but there's really, really strong energy here coming off of them with this King of Swords energy is how they feel about you as being a little bit cold, reserved, rigid too with this King of Swords energy. The King of Swords, while he can be an energy that's very, very truthful, he can also be an energy that is very difficult to sway, especially when he's the one that's in the wrong, because he's really convinced that he's always right with this King of Swords energy. A lot of the times he is, but I get this energy where you feel like your person does not understand you. And I feel like this energy of you trying to explain either why you're so upset about something, and they're coming across extremely cold. Now, how you both feel about the relationship, the way you feel about the relationship is the Four of Cups. Whatever's happened here, you feel completely disinterested in this relationship, either in pursuing it. It really feel like I keep getting this energy of like, yeah, I'm done. That's kind of the energy that you're giving off. Like, I'm just done. It's this energy of like, I'm no longer investing with this Four of Cups energy. For this person, the way they're feeling is they feel like they're on trial with the Justice card. The way they feel about this relationship, like they're on trial. Either they feel like they're always the subject of criticism, or they feel like they're in the hot seat. Meaning it could be this energy where they feel as if they're being judged. There's something here, there's this energy where they feel, there's a coldness here that's coming across because they feel like they're being judged. And this is an energy, even if this person is in the wrong, there's a defensiveness here because they feel like both of you, I mean, this person definitely has their guard up. For sure. Definitely has their guard up. I get this energy from this person like they feel like they can't do anything right. Or they can't make up enough for their wrongs. There's that energy here. Now, what you all both want from this relationship, it's very interesting because I think both of you are in somewhat of a similar place. Right now, you're the Nine of Wands. That's a card of apprehension, right? That's my apprehension card. But more than that, I'm getting this energy where I feel like you're trying to determine whether or not this is even worth it with the Nine of Wands. Because remember, the card after this is the Ten of Wands. That's another burden to carry. Like, I feel like you're kind of looking at this situation, this relationship and this connection and trying to determine whether or not it's even worth the fight, right? Is it worth the energy that it requires for you to put into this? I feel this energy of this person with the Three of Wands as far as what they want from this relationship. I really get because a lot of times when you, with the Three of Wands, that they're waiting for ships to come in, right? They're waiting for the tide to bring in what it is that you've been yearning for. I feel like for them, I get this energy where it's not even about this relationship anymore for this person. I'll be honest with you. That's just the energy that I'm getting for these particular areas that I'm reading for this week. There's an energy here where they want to know what else is out there. I feel like both of you are in this place where if you guys are bumping heads or not getting along, you're kind of fed up with it, and they're curious about what else can be out there for me. There's this energy of like, is there something better? Because I feel like they feel, it's interesting. I get this energy like they're tired of being criticized. Whether or not it's justifiable isn't what we're discussing, right? But they're just tired of it. So let's talk about what you both could do to improve this connection. What's interesting is that I feel like for this particular group of Aries, I feel like right now, the place where this connection is right now, it's not about it's about the individuals, not the whole. This is a pretty rough spot that you two are in. For you, you're getting the Six of Wands. That's an energy of attention and accolades. So it's saying that if you wanted to improve this connection, it would be important to recognize their achievements with the Six of Wands, to acknowledge the areas in which they're improving or that you see improvement, not to focus on the negative so much. It's pretty difficult to do for some of you when you're this pissed off about something. Now for them, they get the Five of Swords. It's interesting because I keep really zoning in on these two here who've laid their sword down. And I feel like for them, it would really behoove them in this connection, if you guys wanted to try to make this work, for them to lay down their sword, to not be quite so defensive. There, you see this King of Swords is holding his sword up in protection. So I feel like there's this energy where they feel like they always have to defend themselves. And they can come across as being very callous with the Five of Swords energy, really kind of cutthroat with their words, with their actions. That would be what they would need to address for this relationship to work. Now, the most likely outcome for this month, I get one of two things. Either you two are going to decide to end this connection period with the Ten of Swords, just dead it completely. Or this is going to be a month where there are going to be a lot of verbal battles. A lot of mental verbal battles, potentially a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements here. It's going to be difficult, and you guys are not going to be on the same page. I'm also seeing that for this month, this relationship is going to cause a lot of mental fatigue for both of you. You're in a rough spot here. No, like I think of a pendulum swinging, and right now you're at the bottom. Right, you haven't made it to the other side yet, and this is when they say a rough patch, this is what you are in, and this is what the month of May is going to kind of feel like for you with this person. There's some fundamental changes that will have to happen for this to get back into alignment. I feel like too much has been said or too much has been done, and so both of you are pretty callous with each other. So the advice card, we've got the Eight of Wands. It feels like the two of you need some space with this Eight of Wands energy. If you want to try to make this relationship work, the Eight of Wands talks about travel and movement, so giving each other space would be pretty important. I think that things could easily boil over for this month, so giving each other the necessary environment, the solitary environment that they need at each individual time during the month will be beneficial in this connection. But I also see warmth is necessary. Do you see how many swords are here? There's that steel. It's so cold here. Especially in how you feel, right? In the wants and advice, to improve, there's more wands here, right? So there's a warmth that's needed here to de-thaw this, because this is cold. So I really get the energy of like, either you both need to just move on with this Eight of Wands energy. It could definitely be that as well. It could just be, look, it's time for both of you to move on and move into it, let each other go. But for others of you, warmth is needed here. Loving energy to break up this coldness, this frigidness that's entered this relationship. And it's just like, I see this glacier, it's like a crack in this ice. And you two are just kind of floating apart right now. And you need some kind of warmth, love, and something to bring you two together to melt that. So I hope that this was helpful and provided some clarity for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.